because I don't see any other African people wearing these.
You know what distinguishes us as Kenyans? First of all, the
Don't
love
say
for
forehead.
alcohol. The second, I was gonna say that the first thing, and I was like, let me not talk about that. The
What is
second is
that?
the forehead.
Oh, yo, our foreheads are legendary. Like,
When I was living in Rwanda, they would tell me that I look Rwandan, but whenever I had my hair up, they'll be
They'll be
like,
no.
like,
now you don't look
who you name Chenya?
Yeah.
And here, remember how we met our Kenyan friends in the club?
Yeah, we're like,
We looked at the foreheads.
oh,
I kid you not. We
yeah.
did not see the wristband. We
We
did
were
not
like,
hear them
the
talking.
forehead and the
But like
lip
that
was
forehead
Kenyan.
is Kenya.
I honestly can't tell because I've met like a lot of black people around Hungary, but I can never tell whether they're Kenyan or they're just from another country.
And actually, a lot of other people, especially African, they say our forehead is very
Can you see?
distinctive
Can you see?
compared to.
We have
I know
blemish.
mine is always like.
Does it apply to guys though?
Yeah. How did we know it was like? It was the guys that we saw
Oh
first.
God,
The
guys,
I thought it was just
have
Kenyan
foreheads.
women that have.
No, we all have.
But it's beautiful.
It's
forehead.
beautiful. Rihanna has a 5 head, so I'm gonna go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've compared myself to Rihanna.
Who's that
I
tag?
just did that.
Yeah.
Who's that tag?
Shamelessly. Wow.
She was like, I'm gonna pull that
We
tag.
just got used to the forehead anyway. Like
I
there's
swear,
nothing we
embrace
can do,
it.
You know?
Embrace it.
I think I'm so used to it. I never noticed.
You
it
don't
until
have a
another
forehead. You know?
Because this is what.
Do you know what? There's a normal forehead.
Look at our heads.
And a forehead.
Look at our
You know
heads.
the difference?
Look at our heads.
There's a forehead and a
There's a forehead.
5 head.
And there's a forehead.
Yeah. Like the forehead.
That's
You know? Like even from a distance, before you see the hair, you see the forehead.
You see it first.
That is rude.
It has a large surface area.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was being told when I was young in primary, like it was a landing for landing space for plane.
They did you that to me.
And I was like, it's fine. And that's why I got notice of the forehead, but it's fine. I got used to it.
We are
Yeah,
beautiful.
we embraced it.
I embraced it, so
We know we're some
Yeah.
brown skin girls.
So now we came to Hungary to work, but I would like to ask each one of us, including myself, some questions about our experiences here. Okay, especially because we're getting tipsy, I might need to use the phone where I wrote the stuff on.
Yeah, also just because you don't need to remember when you can.
When I can check it.
Notes,
When I
yeah.
can check it. Yeah. So we start with, why did you come to Hungary?
I mean, you just said it. I came to Hungary to work.
No, I mean, why did you choose?
Why
Why did you
choose
choose Hungary? I mean, you could have worked anywhere else. I'm assuming, right? UK, because she was living in the UK before as well,
Yeah.
and also India and Kenya, obviously.
Mhm.
And if you had a choice or got offered somewhere else, you could have chosen that as well.
That's
That's
true.
what I mean.
So for me, I would say first because I came during the COVID period, it felt like an easier channel for me to come because there's a program with an organization that we used to work for, ISEC. So they have a program that is already established here. So it was an easier route because I mean during COVID, no one was doing hires at that time. No one was, people were actually losing jobs.
That's true.
But this was an opportunity where they were still hiring. So I decided, yeah, I think Hungary is an interesting place. I would like to go there, as well as the adventure. It was a new adventure. I mean, you tell someone you're going to Hungary and they're like, well, what is that?
Yeah. It's
So
no
a
offense.
new, it was a new adventure that I wanted to experience, which at this point, so many people now know about Hungary, like my
Yeah,
family,
true.
and then, wow, we totally didn't know nothing about this place. So I would say adventure plus the route using ISEC. Yeah.
And what about you, Tess?
I think I will agree with Grace. Like it was the easiest route, especially because it was from ACE, the program, so it was easy to come to Europe, especially Hungary, through the program. Because I know it's very hard for people to come to Europe, even through studies and everything. And actually, people are surprised. How do you get easily to come and work in Europe?
And work,
you know?
and
And
study.
like, because even ACE, so it was one of the things, and the other one at that time after we finished school and then after India, and there was no opportunities in Kenya at that time. And there was unemployment was so high, and I didn't want to stay at home for so long doing nothing. And I just asked like my friend, like, is there any opportunity in Hungary? And like, yeah, there's always opportunities. I'm like, okay, then I will come. And I didn't know about Hungary that much, and I was like, let me come and see what kind of a country it is, because it's a different language, different culture. So
I think also something that was comforting was that the three of us had all worked in the same company we worked for in India. So it was like that familiarity was also, I don't need to go. Yes, it will be a new country, but the company culture, the corporate culture,
you already know it.
We already know it.
We already
because we worked in the same
it.
company before. So we knew we can quite easily fit into the
That's
company.
true.
Well, on my part, after India, I had 3 job offers. I had one in Malaysia. I had another one from the same company in Uruguay, Montevideo, and I also had this one here in Hungary. But the reason I chose Hungary specifically was, first of all the countries I've been to in my life, I never knew anybody there. So it was like a whole fresh start. And I kind of felt like it might be nice to have people that I actually know, because there's some people I know here from Rwanda or from, you know, Kenya. So it felt nice because I could see in the places I lived, even if they were foreigners, some of them knew each other from home, and I really envied that.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I don't want to just go and be lonely in, you know, South America. No,
You didn't want to start from scratch in terms
I
of
don't want to
making
do
a
that
community.
again, honestly. It's very hard. It's a lonely experience. Nobody talks about the loneliness that comes with moving from your country and starting all over again, because you don't know anybody. It's not like home where you're like, at least I can go to my parents.
That's what I said in the video that I did
Yeah.
on the channel about my experience living in UK. I chose there because there's familiarity, and in the end I said when you move to a new country, the first thing you should do is try to find the community. Like try to find the community. Honestly, it helps you fit in a lot easier. Like for me, fitting into Hungary was just like,
It's just this girl
so smooth.
Is it your first time out? She was in this house.
Yeah, like I reached and had my 10-day quarantine, and on the 11th day, they're having a housewarming.
At night,
like,
we had a housewarming.
It was all Kenyans.
So that was very important to me because. Okay, what about the reactions of your friends and family when you told them Hungary?
How?
The reactions.
I mean, for my mom, it was quite easy because my mom expects me to leave at any time because I'm always in Ghana for like 2 months, and she's like, "Oh, you're still here? What are you?" She's always knowing I will leave and go somewhere new. She knows I'm such a wanderlust, so she'll just know I'll get bored. So when I told her, yes, I've gotten the same opportunity with the company in Hungary, so I'll be leaving. And she was like, "Oh, okay, so when do you plan to leave?" That was actually her reaction. Because, and when I told her, it was way later, it was like 8 weeks to the day I was going to leave.
Wow.
She was really surprised I've told her so early, because in India I told her I'm leaving and I was going to leave in 9 days.
I did.
I did the same
3 days.
also to
3
my
days.
parents.
I'm like, okay, so bye.
Yeah, so this time she was like, "Oh, at least you've told us early, we can plan ourselves and prepare ourselves."
I think it's the same. Like my parents are always like, you'll be there, you'll not be there. So when I told them, they're like, "Oh,
They're
I
not
thought
affected.
I was like, "Oh, okay." At first, because I had stayed in Kenya for a while, actually, I think 6 months. So they didn't expect probably I will leave. But every time I was like, I don't think I'll stay here. So like, yeah. But when I told them, they're like, "Okay, then where are you going? Like Europe?" Like, okay. Are you fine with it? Like, I said, yeah. Are you going, like, is it going to be the same as India? I said, like, it's different, but the same people. I'm going to find the same people, so I'm not going to start from scratch. I was like, then that's fine, because they have seen me, like, doing the processes before, so they knew it's like a matter of time I'm going to leave. And actually, my brother was like, my sister never around anyway, so I think I'll just get used to it. And for me, I just felt like I just want to be somewhere else, I felt like
you needed a new
adventure. And even my friends, they weren't surprised because they knew I never stayed in Kenya for so long. Because I remember when I met someone, and my friends told the other girl, like, "Oh, don't even be surprised when Tabby leaves, because she never stays around. Don't get attached."
She believed
And it was true. After 1 month, I said, "I'm leaving." Like, okay, like that's over. Like, yeah, for me, I'm always moving.
Yeah, that's the life of an Icicle, by the way.
But my dad wasn't having it.
Really?
Why?
I told my dad way after when I already have my visa. My mom
there's no turning around. I'm going.
before I left. My dad, on the other hand, got it like 3 days.
Like you
Not
cannot
there's no turning back.
How come your mom didn't tell your dad like you are leaving?
We keep it on the DL. She got me.
What's betrayal?
Yeah, so my dad, when he told him, oh, he was not having it. He was there telling me how black girls go to get sold in Europe.
Oh,
And he was so paranoid. Like, I had to show him my offer letter. He had to see it's the same company I was working in. Because, I mean, we do hear this story.
I understand,
And
actually.
us, we don't tell our parents the truth. We just tell them we have an opportunity.
Yeah.
And to parents, they trust us so much. Like whatever that we have found, it's something
that you know is good.
You know it's good. But it's sad because
my dad had
other
how to
people,
read about Hungary. He would even tell me the COVID rates. He's like, hey, he did his.
Oh yeah, that was a time of COVID. Yeah. You know what happened in India? She has a point because where I was in India, Bangalore, there was a lot of trafficking of women. So you would find someone got an opportunity, quote unquote, to come and work in India, but in the real sense, they're being trafficked. So when they get there, their passport is taken, everything is taken from you, and they're like, you have to be a sex worker. And you can't leave, and this was so rampant. So I really understand your dad.
No, my dad was not having it.
Because they send you the letters and everything, and it looks legit. And you're like, I'm coming here to work.
And even they sponsor your flight ticket.
They do that.
And what will you do?
They
like,
do that, and you think it's a real opportunity. Even in the Middle East, this happens a lot. So I really understand.
My dad was really scared about it. He's like, who just gets a job in Hungary? Like,
Yeah.
Like, how come even Kate didn't give you a job? You know, like, why
it felt kind of offensive because I'm like, I am qualified, so why don't you think they will give me a job? It's like, no, that's not it. It's why you? There's like so many other jobless Kenyans. Why are they not getting that opportunity? Why you?
Because you were already in it, so for you it was easy.
That's what I was trying to explain to him. But you see, when I went to India, he didn't really quite understand the whole program, like the ACE program. And he was just like, she keeps leaving. So this time he was trying to understand what it is I was doing and what I'm going to do. And now, especially that the position I was coming to do here, what I'm doing now is directly related to what I studied. So that at least encouraged him. It's like, because in India I was in HR and he's like,
what are you
Health
doing
and
in
HR.
HR? Now that sounded like trafficking.
Yeah, that sounded like trafficking for sure. But this time, when he saw the position is in health, it's in a reputable company, the project is reputable. I mean, it's during COVID time, that's why they need people who are working in health.
That makes sense.
And,
he was encouraged. He even offered to take me to the airport. Well, he bailed in the last minute. He didn't take me.
Upendri. For me, my dad lived in Hungary. My dad is a traveler, so it's easier for me to be like, I don't want to stay here. Because in 1994, I don't even think there were any black people in Hungary, and he was living in the first street that I lived in next to the parliament.
Wow.
So he always sends me pictures, by the way. It's like, have you seen this place? I was here.
How
His experience. Yeah, I'm actually trying to.
I don't know,
that.
but my dad was working for the UN, so
it
for
was
them it's
kinda
more like
easy.
they're like kind of diplomat level at that time,
Yeah.
and they were in war areas, so Iraq, Iran, here, Vietnam, and all those. So I don't think he had like the ghetto experience or rather the normal experience that we have.
He had the
For him it's like in armored vehicles and things like
I
that.
can't imagine because at this point we are in the 21st century, but it's still difficult.
It's difficult, you know. You walk on the streets and everybody's like,
so I'm imagining 27 years
1994.
ago.
Yeah, that's a whole long time ago. But I'm grateful because my parents are very open-minded, and they don't really expect me to be home, to be honest. Like even if I'm in Kenya and I'm in their house during the weekend, they come and check on me and they're like, "Are you okay? Is everything fine? Are you sick?"
The life of an ice taker. They know you're on the move.
Okay.
They know you're always living.
Always. Even the people you date need to understand that I might be here, I might not be here.
Wow.
Okay, I have a next question. What was the first thing you noticed at work especially, that's different from Kenya or India or anywhere else you've worked in or lived in?
First, I've been to the office once the day I reported, so I don't think I'm very equipped to answer this. Yeah, I've been working from home since I came.
Maintain, shut up.
Okay. I've been silent. I've been silent. I've been silent.
It's the wine. I'm not rude like this.
Wow.
And you?
it wasn't different because at the workplace, because they're used to black people, because there's a huge group of black people and especially Africans working in TCS.
Yeah.
So it wasn't different. But because in my project we're only 2 girls.
Oh.
2 black girls.
2 black girls especially.
Oh, okay.
So it was kind of different, and they expected
Have
probably.
you ever had this?
Yeah, they used
Is
to
your hair
touch
like
me,
this?
and they used to expect me to be the same as the other girl. So because we had different kind of characters and everything, it was so different.
We're thinking you would be the same person.
Oh yeah, because they have a model like
profile.
this one black girls look like and act like.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was so easy because there was a group of Africans there, so it was easy to navigate everything. And even like from other countries, like there was Latinos, and I'm used to Latinos people, so it was okay. The Hungarians actually in my project, they're really nice, so the transition was easy, and we were like 3 or 4 people joining at the same time, and they were ice takers, and they were from India.
Oh, cool.
So it was like, oh my god,
The transition was so easy.
So I'm like, yeah, it's fine. So it was okay. Yeah, it was okay.
Let me think. The first thing I noticed, you remember that video about India? So the first thing I noticed, because where I worked in Bangalore, you would be checked at the gate if you have a sleeveless shirt, if you have a skirt that is above your knee. And when I came here, you understand, this is Europe first of all, and the summers are really hot. You cannot be expected to wear.
Oh, you came in summer?
I came towards the end of.
Actually, we came at
around
the same time.
Okay.
So when I walked into the office, me and my suit, hey, looking like a professional finance person.
With her corporate wear.
Briefcase.
Wow.
She was ready.
Like, hi, girl. And then I found the team lead, and people like
With the
t-shirts
t-shirts and the
and
jeans.
and people like skirts, like skirts, like skirts.
That reminds me, the first day I did see someone in show.
Are we in the same company?
Yeah,
She was
me
just coming to pick
too.
something, like a lady.
I was
was
shocked.
in the
I think she was
office.
just coming to collect something and leave. I don't think
In
she was
the
working.
office.
Yeah, she was in the office.
Yeah, me
It's like this inside the office.
Okay,
So Sisi from the village, our village, we are not allowed to wear things that are above the knee.
Professional.
Only for your husband. And at night, they call it Ngoza Maraya.
Wow.
Even this is not considered like proper.
Why are you showing your
can't show this, you
So that was,
know?
I'm sure that you haven't been to the office that much yet.
No, I've been to the office.
You're
once,
gonna be
2
like-
hours, and I was
Especially summertime, if you
confused.
go once in a while, you'll be like.
be
For
so
me,
confused.
actually, I saw a guy with a short, and it's not like short below the knee; it's above the knee, and it was ripped. And he had like a vest up to here. And I was confused. Are you coming to work? Are you just passing by?
Are you just speaking
And
something?
he was in the morning shift, so I didn't understand how in the morning you can.
Yeah, you can wake up in the morning
and
instead of
wear
going to
those
work.
And go to the office.
And I remember
Yeah.
actually the first month I just used to wear shorts. And even if it's
Official
like
ones.
jeans, and people will tell me like, "Are you
Yeah,
okay?" I'm like,
like
yeah,
chill.
just this
Relax.
is me.
My girl,
I used to
chill.
be from HR. Like this is me. I
I
used to
know.
be, and actually they nicknamed me HR woman.
Oh,
You know, because they knew I was from HR. So
There's one day I did something really stupid because in the office there was this girl. She was wearing the sweater tops, but she was wearing it like a dress.
Yeah.
And we're in the meeting, and I'm just like, so if she bends over, what's gonna happen?
You're gonna see her uterus.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
That's what's up.
That's what I was looking at. I'm like, huh. And we have people from India as well in the office.
Yeah.
So I can imagine it's also a culture shock for them.
Yeah,
It's
for
not
Oh, it's
me.
a
them.
huge
Oh,
culture.
it's a
Because for
huge
me, in India, it is a culture
culture.
shock.
India is more
particular
strict
dress-
than Kenya.
This
Understand?
particular dress, I could not wear.
You
it
cannot
to
wear it on the
office. And it's a
streets.
very formal
In
dress.
India, they'll be
Like,
like-
I can't even wear it in the streets. Like I have
Yeah,
to put on
true.
Exactly.
Actually, we used
Kimono
to
on
carry
top
a
of it.
kimono or
Has
just
to
a
cover your
scarf
arms.
to cover yourself,
Exactly.
and it's hot.
Exactly.
And
It's
humid.
super
It's like
hot.
40
At the
degrees.
gates, guys, I'm not
Yes,
kidding you.
yes.
In Bangalore, at the gates, you go home.
Yeah, even
You
even
go
in Chennai,
home. It's
Hey,
like
hey,
you-
Strathmore people, they're needed in
By
India.
the Strathmore, you guys can survive in India. You guy, my guy,
Fine.
those ones. Okay, so the next question. Let me see. Is it related to what?
Should I refill your wine?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh, look at her being nice.
Or you want the hard stuff?
Pombe ni nzuri sana.
I know today is Sunday. We stick together.
Translation: we were drinking the whole weekend,
And now
cannot
can't
tolerate
take
it.
They were drinking, you know.
Because tunatoa lock.
You know, this place was just Hungary. They just opened the terraces and stuff yesterday. So people went crazy, including us. So I understand. Okay, how would you compare what you earn here with what you would have made at home with the same job? If you're doing the exact same thing.
Cool.
Actually, back at home, there's no same job. There's not the job, like, yeah.
No, there is because like telecommunication companies do have what you.
By the sports pesa and the bets.
Safaricom, yes, and
Yeah.
Airtel. I have a friend who does the same thing.
Yeah.
Safaricom, yes.
Wow,
So
that's
yeah,
new.
all the time you're calling 100 and you need support. Who do you think feels?
Do they pick up?
They do.
Do they pick up?
They've
They
never
pick up.
picked up anything.
After 10 minutes.
Nothing.
Guys, me they pick up all the time. Even the other day, I made a call because I was making a payment from here and put the wrong pay bill number.
They pick up. I normally call the one that's not free because
call
this free
from
one.
the
I'm
individual.
No,
tired.
I called 100 and they picked up.
Really? Wow.
No, this girl, she's special because even AliExpress,
Yeah,
she gets her things in 1 week.
I am lucky.
What is this? Is it the
She
same
gets
Safaricom?
everything.
Is it
like-
the same one?
It's because I manifest. When I'm making the phone call, I'm like, yeah,
Shika-
they're gonna pick
Shikai.
up.
Shikai.
I manifest.
Okay. So which
It's trying to get me drunk, so I don't say the truth.
The money.
Oh, money.
Yeah.
So, okay, so if you're working maybe in Safaricom or one of these places, do you think you'd be paid higher or lower or the same?
I think Safaricom pay their employees very, very well. So I think, yeah. But because I think here we can earn more. You know, but I think here it's because the life is different back at home because it's a European country, so rent, food is different. But I think in general, back at home we earn kind of less because the lifestyle there.
Yeah, in the
rent
end,
is
because
different.
you're obvious any country that you're working,
Yeah.
your salary will be proportional to the cost of
To
living.
the cost of
So, I
living.
mean, the cost of living here is a tad bit higher than it is.
And also
Kenya.
as an expert, you know, we're
Yes,
experts.
We are not
Yeah.
experts.
We are.
We are not paid
Okay,
as
not
experts.
we don't
Yeah,
get
we
paid
are.
the same as locals.
Yeah, and the tax they pay
No
to the
matter
government
where
is
you
higher than
go,
what
you will not be paid the same as the
Hungarians
locals.
in
The
my
locals
project,
will-
we get the same.
Oh wow.
Hug sister.
We get the same no matter what because the client doesn't know if they're locals.
But I still think in terms of tax, what the
Yeah,
company
probably.
pays the government
For
for
the-
your
for you,
tax
yeah.
is higher than
It's
what you
higher.
pay for a local.
But I heard somewhere the companies here, probably it's wrong, I'm not sure, don't condemn me. They don't pay, they have an agreement with the government not to pay higher so that it's easier for them to bring
To
more
hire
people
and to hire locals.
So we are the
and
one
to hire
who-
locals. So we're carrying that
the
burden, the
we
tax
get taxed
burden.
more.
We're getting the tax burden because
Yeah.
yeah.
So they can even get, yeah. So we even pay
Have you
more.
seen your payslip? Have you checked the taxation? Friend,
Wait until
you will
you
check
check
that
the
wine.
net.
You will
Check
need
the
that
net.
wine.
You
I'm
don't
telling
check the
you.
gross.
You will need that wine, especially when you go to the public hospital and people are treating you like you don't pay
Yeah.
for it. You
Like
will
I
need
be
that
paying for
wine.
this healthcare.
But the thing I like here, there's like the standard. You know, every year there's always the standard of like what everyone is supposed to be
To be
paid
paid,
according
and
to
it's
your
adjusted.
to your
It's
to your
adjusted,
work and
yeah.
according to what you do, which is good because back at home,
No,
depending on the
Yeah,
company,
So who
depending on the
provides
company,
that? Who
depending on
provides
what
the
the boss
standard
feels
rate?
like.
I'm not sure.
Who provides the standard rate? Because in India there used to be the same thing. Like if you're category A, B,
Not the company.
C1,
It's
C2.
It's not the
universal.
country.
The country.
Yeah.
It's the country.
Because
Because I was in
even
RMG, so I used to see people
Yeah,
in different
different,
categories, and I
right?
thought it's standard set by the company.
Yeah.
If you're C1, you're paid this.
Yeah,
If you're-
normally companies decide, but here it's the country.
country,
So
yeah.
every year it's revised.
It's
Yeah.
So that's a
revised.
really, by the way, Hungary kudos.
You guys are shaking the camera.
We're sorry.
but we need more dinero.
We are sorry. No tengo no dinero.
What does that mean?
We don't have money. I don't have money.
I got money. So how was it? Like, do you think you could be paid if you were in a finance role in Kenya? Would you have been paid more than what you're being paid here?
I'll be honest. When I went back to Kenya after India, I got offers, yes, but because there was a job crisis, there was a very huge unemployment crisis.
Yeah.
So it was like if you don't take the role,
Someone else will take it.
Someone
from
else
you.
will, and there's
Yeah.
always
like
someone
I'm
else.
that bitch. You can keep it.
Yeah, keep
It's
you.
a geshek.
You give me what
a
I'm
dread.
worth.
Okay. I'm not gonna.
She legit said for your whole ass.
Okay.
No, but you know, think about it. I spend a lot of time studying. I have crafted myself and I have mastered what I do
Yeah.
to not take someone's low pay in the name of I'm desperate
Yeah,
for
you
a
need to know
job.
your worth.
Actually, a lot of
I cannot do
Kenyans
that.
don't know their worth because of the
that.
desperate times you get it, and it's very bad for employers to take advantage.
And they take advantage of that. They're like, if you don't take it,
bad.
someone
Someone
else
has to
will
take
do
it
it.
for the a lower
A
rate.
lower rate. But you guys, you know what? I have a salary negotiation video, and it came from a HR person. You need to know your worth. You need to know what you want to ask for before you get to the interview, and you need to state it. And if they can bargain with you and negotiate, okay. But if they're like, that's too much, please know when to walk away, because don't just settle because you really, really want a job.
Yeah,
At the
if an
end of the
opportunity
day,
is yours, it's yours.
it's yours.
You state what you need.
Yeah.
Don't cut yourself short. Like, you know for
Really
sure
don't.
what they're offering me, I'm not gonna be able to pay rent. I'm
I
not
know
going
when
to.
to survive. I'll be
Then why are
barely
you
hand to
working?
mouth. It's not worth it. And I feel like you're paying for my time. You're paying for my knowledge. You're not paying to have a person in the office and say I employed somebody. So it's valuable.
Your work environment should be appreciative. of
They
what
should
you do.
appreciate what you do. That's true. And what about you? What you do?
For me, what I do, honestly, I don't know whether in Kenya I will be paid more or less, because I'm in pharmacovigilance. And do we have pharmaceuticals in Kenya? I genuinely don't know that. So
Manufacturing or
pharmacovigilance is basically big pharmas trying to assess whether their drugs are safe for use, whether they're in the market or they're not in the market. Do we do that in Kenya?
I've
not heard of anyone working in pharmacovigilance in Kenya. If they have, please, I would like to meet you and talk to you, because it's something I would want to investigate and see whether we have pharmacovigilance.
Right.
Most people in Kenya, like for example, if they study pharmacy, they would go straight to working in the hospital.
That's for other pharmacy.
Yeah, we don't really have corporate for health. Actually,
for checking, because but we don't have a lawsuit culture in Kenya as well.
Yeah,
You know, places like here in US, they have to check if it's safe, because if it's not, these people know their rights.
Yeah.
That's something else we need to talk about as Kenyans. These people know their rights. They'll be like, you know what, I took your drug, and because of it I have ulcers, because of it I have diabetes, because so that's why they take the extra step and employ people to check, is this suitable? But we don't care about our people that much as Kenyans.
I also just don't think it's about us not caring. It's because most of the drugs that we consume in Kenya are from abroad.
Oh yeah,
We don't make drugs in Kenya. We don't make drugs.
Marubaini.
Sis has
The
his own
whatever,
not
how
see work of shade.
the traditional drugs.
Yeah.
Right? Actually, they work.
I feel like
kinda.
the herbs are better because medicine is synthesized from plants.
They see medicine is not. Herbal drugs are not standardized.
Yes,
So
it's
the-
not, but it's
You
working.
need to have a drug that has passed through the process.
What if
But it's coming from the plants,
introduced,
right?
But what if it's introduced in Kenya? Because I
I
don't
don't
think
have
herbal
one
drugs.
wrong thing. That's the thing I'm
Can
saying. They
poison
have
you.
a body
Yeah.
that can
Test this plant,
standard.
like-
I don't know what's the word. Regulate a regulatory body.
Like weed is for pain.
Yeah, and for that alone.
I
Because
think
you
it
find
will
someone
be
has a headache,
beneficial.
that same herb.
Yeah.
Someone has this.
The same
Oh,
one.
So you see, this kind of helped me when I had the headache. So why don't I just take it with? The herbal drugs are actually good, and we're trying to
And they
accommodate them
do,
in
and they
healthcare and in
do.
medicine. We're trying to accommodate them, but they have to be regulated just like any other drug.
You guys, I have a
Sure.
story. Wait, I have a story. You know, I come from the beach, okay? That's the backstory. Anyway, one time I was swimming and my sister was far out and she was kind of drowning. So I went to get her, and in the process, I got bit by is this a squid or I think it's a squid. Those one with that look
Black
like
color.
octopus. They look like octopus. It was blue.
I don't know, sea creatures.
It looked like octopus, but it has the same
Yeah,
like
the only one
stringy
who
shape.
says those secrets.
Yeah.
I have forgotten. Okay.
Yeah, so
But it
something
was
beats
blue.
you.
It,
Yeah.
it bit me over here. I can't. It's so pain.
Wow.
Pain, and I swelled within 2 minutes. I was swollen, and it just bit me over here. I was swollen the whole of this place, and that scar, by the way, it stayed with me for about 3 to 6 months. I had that scar every time I would check.
Did you go to the hospital?
So you know what the locals told me at the beach, the fishermen and this guy, they were like,
peed on.
yes.
Yeah.
How do you know
actually, yeah.
Because I've done it, but mine was a creature on the beach. It bit my leg and it was swelling, and I was told peas was
Because of the
Yes.
acidity in the
I didn't know, and I was like, I
I've
don't
had that
believe
one.
that shit. No, take me to hospital. And I go to the hospital, and they're like, well, there's nothing we can do. We just give you like pain numbing cream and whatever, and that's it. And I was like, pee.
Yeah, that was
Really?
they did it for me on my foot, and it
Guys.
was
Someone peed on you?
yeah, bitch boy.
Me, I cannot.
Yeah, and it immediately stopped swelling. I went back to the water to actually just
Is
rinse
this
off
some
the
R.
pee.
Kelly type of shit? What is that?
Wow.
No shit.
No, for real, it was stinging. It was like a bee sting.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a bee sting.
It's also in the
They said
beach.
it's got, yes, that's why I hate the beach, guys.
But
Because you can find
all sorts of
beaches,
things.
all sorts of
Yeah,
beaches, and you don't know
find
what
I
time
love
you're
the
going to be.
beach.
Yeah, I think I would
good.
love a rocky beach, not a sandy
what
beach.
beach?
A rocky beach.
Why?
Why a
Yeah,
rocky
like
beach?
Croatia has.
You know when
rocky
you
beaches.
swim, and you stop to step down. That thing is the rocks really are painful on you.
That's why you wear water shoes.
But you're in
Santa
the
swim, Andrew.
beach. Why will you wear sandals?
I don't like
Then you
sand.
How are you
I
gonna
don't
swim
like
with shoes?
sand. I don't know how to swim, so now I won't swim.
Yeah. So she just wants to just
She wants to walk in the
I
water.
want to just
She
to
wants
lay and
to
play
walk.
in the water
She
and
wants
cool
to walk
myself
and take
then
selfies
lie
and be like,
down.
beach
Yeah.
life, summer body, hot girl summer.
Hashtag water life.
Okay, so we established that we're not going to be paid the same if we're in Kenya.
Yeah,
Because people
true.
can be